Welcome to DMI's Next Sale, the podcast that covers everything financial professionals like you need to know in the annuity and life insurance space. Join us as we talk with experts about products, sales techniques, operations, and current events that directly affect your next sale.
Welcome in, everyone, to another deep dive. We've been laser focused on bringing actionable insights for all you investment advisors, registered reps, and wealth managers out there.
Yep. And for today's deep dive, we're really excited about this one.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. We dove deep into a presentation from DMI.
DMI.
Yeah.
Featuring Mike Hoflich and Russ Geiser.
And these guys literally wrote the book on retirement income planning. It's called Beyond Break Even.
So we wanted to pull out the strategies they shared for, transforming the way we think about retirement income planning. And I think even more importantly, how advisors can really set themselves apart in a crowded market.
Yeah, stand out.
Stand out. Be different.
Be different, yeah.
Not be a commodity. So that's our mission today.
Our mission.
To distill those nuggets of wisdom into actionable steps that you can use right away. We're going to zoom in on Social Security optimization, too.
Huge topic.
Huge topic. And why a truly holistic approach to retirement income planning is so critical.
Is so critical.
Yeah.
All right, so jumping right in, one of the things that really stood out to me was their emphasis on specialization.
Yeah.
And they were very specific about, becoming a specialist in Social Security claiming strategies.
Right. And I think this is where it gets interesting. They talked about this idea of, when you're competing as an advisor, you're either competing based on your investment performance.
Right.
Or maybe the reputation of the firm you're with, but that puts you in what they call this red ocean. Everybody's fighting for the same clients.
Right.
But by becoming a specialist in something like Social Security, you're not just another advisor, you're the advisor that clients seek out because you're the expert.
The go-to.
The go-to.
The go-to person. And I think Mike Hoflich, he really brought this to life.
Yeah.
He told a story about getting his CSSCS certification back in 2015.
CSSCS?
Yeah, certified in Social Security claiming strategies.
Got it.
And, he said it was an absolute game changer for him.
Really?
Because even in his, successful practice, he became the in-house expert on Social Security. So, everyone in the office was coming to him for these complex cases.
Yeah. So it wasn't just about bringing in new clients, although I'm sure that happened.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it's also about becoming that resource, that trusted advisor within your own firm.
Right. And it's interesting because they really emphasized, it wasn't just about, growing their business or making more money. They actually talked about a deeper sense of fulfillment.
Yeah, yeah.
That comes with being able to help clients in really meaningful ways.
I love that.
Beyond just wealth accumulation, you're actually reducing financial anxieties for families. You're strengthening their long-term security. You're giving them peace of mind.
Right, right. Which is huge.
It's not just about portfolio returns.
Exactly. It's bigger than that.
So let's talk tactics.
How are they actually getting these clients?
Okay, so they're big on direct mail workshops.
Direct mail.
Direct mail.
Old school.
Old school, but super effective.
Yeah.
And they're targeting people in their late 50s and early 60s.
Makes sense.
That's the sweet spot, right? Those are the pre-retirees who are really starting to think about Social Security. And one thing they stressed was consistency.
Consistency.
It's not a one-time event.
You're not doing one workshop and calling it a day.
No, you've got to be consistent. Keep doing them. Keep your name out there. Build that trust.
I like that. And it's funny because they're not even directly targeting their ideal client.
Interesting.
Right. The workshop is about Social Security optimization, but they know that for a lot of families, that's the biggest guaranteed income stream.
The biggest.
And that's a concern for everyone approaching retirement. So it's like they're using this to attract their niche indirectly.
It's smart. It's really smart. And they mentioned, the scale of this opportunity is just massive. I mean, did you know that 10,000 people a day are aging into Medicare?
Wow. 10,000 people every single day.
Every day. So that's a huge wave of potential clients who are actively grappling with these Social Security decisions.
Yeah, it's a massive market.
Massive. So they do these workshops. They're very educational.
Educational.
Not salesy at all.
Not pushy.
Not pushy.
Nobody likes that.
No one likes that. And then at the end, they offer a complimentary retirement income stress test.
Oh, that's smart. So it's like a low-pressure way for people to engage further.
Exactly. And the results they shared, they're incredible. On average, they get about 18 households at each workshop.
18 households.
And 40% of those schedule a follow-up meeting.
That's impressive.
It's impressive, right?
Yeah.
So clearly this educational approach is working. So let's say, someone attends the workshops, they schedule that follow-up meeting. What happens next?
All right, so they have this structured 5-step process, and they actually gave me a catchy name, the 5 ideas.
Love it.
Yeah, so the first step is discover. And this is where it's all about mutual understanding. The potential clients are learning about the firm, the services they offer, and the advisors are really digging into the client's goals, objectives, and, what they currently understand about their Social Security benefits.
So you're building that foundation.
Building that foundation of knowledge, of trust, it's essential.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Then what's next?
Then comes diagnose.
Okay.
So after that initial meeting, the advisors take all that information and they analyze it. They're looking for potential strategies, recommendations.
So it's the behind-the-scenes work.
Yeah, the deep dive.
The deep dive. Then it's time to deliver. You got it.
This is where they present those tailored recommendations.
Right.
The client sees the potential solutions and they make a decision. Do they want to partner with the firm?
That's the moment of truth.
Big decision.
Big decision. All right, step 4.
Decide.
Decide.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
The client says, yes, we're moving forward.
We're doing this. But it doesn't stop there, does it?
This is where I think they really shine.
Yeah.
50 is dedicated.
Ongoing?
Ongoing support, regular reviews. They mentioned every 4 to 6 months.
Wow.
This isn't a transactional relationship. It's a
Right.
long-term partnership. And they even extend that support to spouses and family members.
It's really about, being that trusted advisor for the long haul. It's that relationship building.
Exactly. It's a different mindset.
Now, we've talked a lot about their specialization, but they're also full-service advisors.
They are. They call themselves full-service specialists.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. So the workshops, the initial outreach, that's all about retirement income planning, Social Security optimization. But they're also fully licensed as investment advisors. They're licensed in insurance as well.
So they can really handle all aspects of a client's financial life.
Exactly. And what they do after they've established that initial income plan, they pivot.
To pivot,
They move into other areas where they can add value
provide that holistic service.
and potentially generate additional revenue streams.
Okay, so where are they pivoting to?
Tax planning is a big one.
Tax planning.
Looking for those tax time bombs that can really hurt retirees.
Yeah.
Exploring Roth conversion strategies. And of course, estate planning, making sure clients have the right legal documents in place.
Wills, trusts, all that.
All of that. And they were really adamant about this.
About?
You can't dilute that initial message.
Right.
Those workshops, they have to stay focused on Social Security.
Laser focus.
Laser focus.
Don't bait and switch.
No bait and switch. Don't get people in the door with the promise of Social Security expertise and then start pushing other products.
Right.
Build that trust first. Deliver on that initial promise.
Exactly. You have to establish yourself as the authority in that specific area.
Absolutely.
Now, they also have this proprietary software,
They do.
the Retirement Asset Optimizer,
The REO.
the REO. And it seems like it's a key part of their process.
Yeah, this is how they illustrate the impact of those different Social Security claiming strategies and show clients what their overall retirement income plan looks like.
In a way that makes sense.
Visually, right.
Yeah, easy to understand.
And they said this is more than just a basic maximization calculator
Right.
that just focuses on longevity.
Oh, how long you're going to live.
Yeah, who knows, right?
Who knows?
This is about how to use your existing wealth and capital to create the income you need throughout retirement.
It's about optimizing what you already have.
Exactly. And they shared this great case study,
Oh, yeah, the engineering couple.
high net worth.
High net worth.
And they showed them side-by-side comparisons, claiming early, claiming late,
Right.
and then what they call an optimized plan, which actually used annuities to fill in some income gaps.
And in this particular case, the optimized plan, with the strategic Social Security claiming and the annuities, it resulted in significantly more excess capital,
Excess capital.
money they had left over.
Got it.
And it also improved the survivor benefits for the spouse.
Oh, wow. So win-win.
Win-win. And the coolest thing, this approach actually reduced the risk of the plan failing.
That's huge.
Huge. And they do this through these Monte Carlo simulations,
Fancy.
right? Using 100 years of market data to analyze all the different sequences of returns.
Sequence of returns risk, yeah.
Big deal in retirement.
Big deal.
So the point is, the goal isn't to squeeze every last dollar out of one specific benefit.
Right.
It's about using everything strategically to minimize how much of your own money you need to live on.
So you free up more capital for other things.
For travel, for legacy planning, for whatever's important to you.
I like it.
And the software helps the advisor communicate that value to the client.
It's a powerful tool.
It is. Now, obviously, whenever you talk about retirement, Social Security,
There's going to be some anxiety.
people are worried.
Worried.
So they addressed a few common concerns head on. And the first one, of course, is the big one.
Social Security running out of money.
Underfunding.
The big one.
The big one. And their response was, pretty level-headed.
Yeah.
They said, look, Congress has historically always stepped in to fix Social Security when there's a problem.
They've raised the full retirement age before.
Exactly.
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way. And even if the trust fund were to run dry, projections show that about 80% of benefits would still be payable.
Through ongoing tax revenue.
Exactly. So it's not like Social Security is going to completely disappear.
Right.
They also mentioned some potential solutions for the future.
Like adjusting the income cap subject to Social Security tax.
Which, actuarial studies have shown that could have a big impact.
It could.
But the main message here was, don't let fear paralyze you. Focus on maximizing your benefit under the current rules.
Control what you can control.
Exactly. Another concern they talked about was the efficiency of the Social Security Administration.
Yeah, with all the field office closures and staff reductions.
People are worried.
But they said, this might actually be a sign that they're trying to improve efficiency.
Streamline things. Embrace technology.
Because more and more Social Security tasks can be done online now.
Makes sense.
It does. And then, of course, the ever-present issue of inflation.
The big I. How do you plan for that in retirement?
Well, they said, first of all, their planning process already factors in inflation assumptions.
Okay, good.
But more importantly, they highlighted the value of Social Security's COLAs.
Cost of living adjustments.
Those annual increases that protect you from inflation.
Which a lot of private pensions don't have.
They don't.
So that's a big advantage.
It is. So to wrap up, what are the big takeaways here for our listeners?
Well, for me, it's about the power of finding your niche, becoming that go-to expert. And they really showed how powerful that can be with Social Security claiming strategies.
Yeah, it's about being different.
Be different. And their approach to client acquisition, those educational workshops, combined with that 5-step process.
The 5 Ds.
The 5 Ds.
Discover, diagnose, deliver, decide, dedicated.
It's a solid system. And then using tools like the REO software to illustrate those complex scenarios and really show clients the value you're bringing.
Yeah, it's about making it real for them.
Making it real. And for those of you who are serious about leveling up your practice, becoming those 21st century advisors.
Who can guide clients through the complexities of retirement?
The complexities of retirement. The CSSCS certification seems like a great path.
And speaking of that, DMI is actually hosting a certification in Social Security claiming strategies on May 20th and 22nd.
Oh, perfect timing.
Perfect timing. And it includes training on the REO software we've been talking about.
Excellent. So you can learn directly from the experts.
Learn from the best.
Become that sought-after retirement income specialist.
Exactly. So we encourage you to think about how these strategies can transform your approach to retirement income planning. Help you provide exceptional value, build those lasting client relationships.
And as you think about all of this, ask yourself, how can focusing on a specific area, like Social Security optimization,
really enhance your services?
And
create those deeper, more meaningful conversations with your clients about their financial future.
Because that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. It's about that specialization, that holistic approach.
That's how you thrive in this ever-changing world of retirement advising.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
We'll see you next time.
This is DMI's Next Sale podcast. Stay tuned for our next episode. For more information about this episode, additional resources, or to learn about partnering with DMI, be sure to connect with us on your next sale at dmi.com.